Ohio. That's what this is, Ohio. You you're still the Midwest. Ohio is technically a Midwest state. Sorry. I hate to disappoint you. Ugh. Come on, model. Unbreak yourself. Like my midsection's about to crunch. Bruh. 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 I mean, okay, let's do this. Let's do this. US Midwest states. Ohio is considered a Midwest state. Sorry. And this is brought to you by the US Bureau of Labor Statistics. Bruh. You in the east side of the Midwest. You're in the east of the West. Sorry, it's been set in stone since before you were born, buddy. You are on like the eastern tip of the Midwest, though, so sorry, bud. Sorry, man. Can't do nothing about it. How you doing? How you doing, people? How you? Just fine. Okay. That's cool. Oh. I mean, you must have been sleeping in pretty late. I hadn't seen you online. Hadn't seen you online all morning, so I would assume you were sleeping late. I'm doing okay. I've had eyeball issue all weekend, but you know, generally we move around that. We get it. We get it sorted out. I mean, 12:15. Oh boy. Jeez, I thought sleeping into like 9:30 was like sleeping in for me at 12:15. Jesus. Left eye has been painful. Yeah, it sounds like you got something in it. I think mine is actually, according to what my doctor says, like severe dry eye. That can happen from time to time and it lasts several days. It's not fun. Got me in your eye? Oh my starry-eyed surprise. Sundown to sunrise. Dance all night. Gonna dance all night. Dance all night with this DJ. Okay. Well. Good afternoon to everybody not watching live. We'd just like to say that tomorrow in the United States is a federal holiday called Memorial Day. Memorial Day is meant to memorialize those of the armed forces who have fallen in the service of our country, either at home, abroad, or in war. So this is a time for us to remember our fallen military brethren. And hopefully anybody here in the U.S. who celebrates that tomorrow has a good day. And if you have any family members who have fallen in combat or while in the service of our country, I hope they did well while they were alive. So, all right. Today we are going to get into, looks like some more sims. Yesterday was a lot of flight sims. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Some of the games had demos, so I didn't have to sit there and, futz through it all. Today we're starting with a tank sim. We got an educational game. We have a it says it's a motorcycle sim where you blow up cars. I don't know if that's like Road Rash or what. And we got a couple soccer games. We've got like 3 or 4 soccer games, which is going to be kind of weird. And I'm hoping once we get past this, there's going to be less of that, but we'll see how that goes. So we're going to pop over to Launchbox handball. I mean, we kind of did like a handball with the 3D pinball or ping pong kind of games. Felt like kind of like handball or racquetball. Football, are we talking American football or are we talking like soccer football? Because there's different kinds of football out there. But We are starting with Across the Rhine, a World War II tank simulation game. And we're going to see if Across the Rhine has a... No, it does not. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we do. We got a 4 meg manual of Across the Rhine from Microprose. Microprose is a popular company for making simulation games. Okay, it's actually called 1944 Across the Rhine, so maybe that should have been farther up in the... Yeah, I actually wished I had regular Battleship. I think that would be a much easier thing for me to play if I could, you know, get real Battleship in here. Oh my god, this is 152 pages. Oh my gosh. A lot of historical stuff. Joystick controls. Is there keyboard controls? Keyboard controls. Okay, here we go. Keyboard controls are represented in this manual as a picture of a key, thus, for example... Okay, so... Okay, but that's great and all if you give me joystick controls, but are you going to give me keyboard controls, maybe? Where's the audiobook? Dude, if you had the audiobook for this manual, you'd be asleep in like 5 minutes. Holy crap. I mean, I could sit here and record it for you and just really put you to sleep, but I don't know if I can read through 152 pages of game material, descriptions of the game, historical stuff, and a lot of appendices. Okay, so I would have to go through each one of these screen sections to get all of the controls. Okay, so we're not going to do that. We're going to hope this one has a demo, because otherwise it's going to be real messy. It's from 1995, so it's bound to have a fair number of files. Sword story time. What? Well, I mean, if you really want me to do story time, I'll read something, but I don't know if you want me to read a video game manual. If you want me to read something, I will. I don't think I have a very good narrator kind of voice, but, you know, it's worth a try. Worth a try. So, I mean, I'll record something for you. It was a dark and stormy night. Take heed and bear witness to the truths that lie herein, for they are the last legacy of the Herodrum. There is a war that rages on even now. Classic Diablo, the whole intro sequence. All right, let's start our recording. We will move scenes. We'll pop over here. Some good old MIDI music. Nice tank sounds with the Microprose logo. Bwamp. Across the Rhine. 1944 as we move into Germany to stop the Nazis and Hitler. Okay, okay, so we got some credits. Let's see how many people worked on this. You know, I don't imagine the credit screens here are very long compared to modern games. I mean, modern games, you'll sit there. Like, if you watch, like, Final Fantasy XIV and you beat the base game or any of the expansions or anything like that, it's like 30 minutes of credits, and I'm like, holy crap. Oh, map generation. Okay, sound. I mean, for Final Fantasy XIV, I mean, it makes sense. There is a lot of people that worked on that, and there's a lot of stuff that goes on around it as well, not just the development of the game. But at the same time, holy crap. What, you play video games? Oh my god, how old are you? Real men don't play video games. That's child's play. Also, it's a nerd thing. Okay, I think we've seen enough credits. There's plenty of stuff going on here. Okay. So I get to pick American or German. Oh. Here's my duty roster. Oh, okay, so these are the high scores for the game. Got a colonel, a lieutenant colonel, a major, a captain. Yeah, that animation was definitely something. It was just like, he was like all hunched over like, ugh, I've got to poop. Just go ahead on through. Okay, well, let's see if we can beat any of these scores. Okay, no, we need to erase the bottom guy. Erase character. Yeah. And then we're going to put in a new character name. Thordneck. The fresh meat. Select rank. I'm
Sergeant. Staff Sergeant. Tech Sergeant.
You know, I'm just like,
Sergeant.
I'm low down on the totem pole. We're just going to start at Sergeant. I mean, look, when I was growing up, girls did not like gamers. If you were a gamer, you were a nerd and you were not popular. I was not popular when I was young. I'm sorry. I mean, I met a girl gamer in Counter-Strike the other day, so I mean, they're few and far between, and girls tend to play more casual or more in-depth games. I see a lot of them playing MMOs, mobile games, things like that. They're not gamers in the traditional sense, but they still play. Farmville is not a thing. I swear, Farmville is not a thing anymore. Let's see here. Instant action, sure. We'll do instant action. I have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, I don't have a girl audience. That's the thing. I don't have a single woman watching this stream. It's you, or Foss, or sometimes Hollow, and once in a blue moon Ziggyma, and then that's about it. Okay. I don't know any of these controls. It's a sausage party in here. Stardew Valley, yeah, that's definitely a game that is played by both sexes, which is really cool. Stardew Valley is super chill, super nice. I really should try to play Stardew Valley again someday. Okay, so these are my tanks, huh? I can't even read that. Holy poop. There we go. You need an open area away from the river, trees, and hedgerows or buildings for company placement on the lowlands. Do you wish to place a company out of formation? No. What do we got here? This unit is too far to the... What am I even doing? Well, here's the thing. It's windowed on my screen, so I just had to maximize the screen size. When it's in the streaming window, I have it fit to screen, but when it's on my when it's actually something I'm looking at, it's windowed mode because the resolution on most of these games is like super tiny. I don't know what I'm doing. What do you want from me? Battle. Enter battle. Let's go. I don't know what I'm doing. I would think girls like to play Minecraft. I mean, my girlfriend played some Minecraft and she really enjoyed it. She really liked Ark Survival Evolved before it went all crazy and technical and engaged. Yeah, voice acting. Nice. Oh. Okay. This is interesting. It's a multi-window simulation where you get to organize what you're doing. Huh. That's actually kind of cool.
HQ company taking losses.
I have no idea where I'm at.
HQ company HQ section reporting. Firing. HQ company HQ section
HQ. John Madden. How do I turn?
HQ company HQ section reporting.
Okay, use the right mouse to record.
Firing. Miss.
Are you my team? Am I out of ammo?
Ready.
What am I doing? I don't even know where I'm at. What am I doing? Okay, I can kind of look down. I can look up.
Firing. HQ company taking heavy losses. HQ company. HQ section taking losses. Miss.
HQ, HQ, HQ.
Ready.
Lil, John Madden.
Firing.
I don't even know where I'm getting shot from. How can I not shoot do I... Oh my gosh.
Ready.
Oh, there we go. Hey, okay, that's the command view. Oh, that's cool. Command view. I mean, I think I can stretch these. Can I stretch these? No, I can't stretch these. Gunner view. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so I have to switch between screens.
Tank to front.
I have no idea where I'm getting shot from, yo.
Miss.
Where's the enemies at? There's no enemies showing
HQ
up
company
on...
retreating.
Oh, okay. Well, we did. Yeah, it is a very weird layout.
You were defeated in battle.
Well, that sucks. I got 18 points for being a failure at life. Awesome. No, I didn't mean to click on campaign. Start hypothetical campaign. Okay. I think we had about enough of that. Tank crews are meant to be managed by at least 3 to 4 people, and having to do that manually is kind of frustrating. All right, next we're gonna play Across the USA, an educational game from 1991. Graphics filter. Come back here. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's get ready to learn about the United States, kids. It's educational time, especially for you people that don't... Wait a minute. I told you to install the game already. Oh, I misclicked and selected a different game. Okay. Well, screw you. There we go. All right. So, FOSS. We're going to teach you about the U.S. today using this ancient computer educational software. And yeah, we're going to teach you how things work. We're going to start with abbreviations. Bye. I don't want to learn about that crap. I don't know. All right, Q. Here's your first test. What is the abbreviation for this state? I know you can do it. It's incorrect because MI is Michigan. Missouri is MO. Well, everybody knows New York. Maine is ME. I always get these mixed up. Is this Vermont? Is it New Hampshire? There we go. Okay. I always get them backwards. Okay, the great state of... That's not Nebraska, is it? Nebraska's about... This is Iowa. Okay. No, this isn't Iowa. Am I stupid? Iowa's above Missouri. I've gone full dumb. I've gone full stupid. It's Kansas. Kansas. They're all the same. Pennsylvania. Rhode Island? That's New Mexico. that is... You know what? I think we've done enough of this. Let's go to this one. Let's go learn about the state specifically. Spell... Oh, I gotta spell the full thing? Oklahoma. AK is Alaska, LA is Louisiana. Unless you were thinking like AK-47 and Los Angeles, which would probably go together. We already had New Mexico. Challenge me. New Jersey, the armpit of the Northeast. Rhode Island. Again, Kansas. There's also Arkansas, which is thoroughly confusing. Arizona is the place. No, Arizona is the place to be. Now we have Nebraska. And that's Wisconsin. No, Minnesota. Okay. South Kakalaki. I can't even... Okay, I was going to say, I thought it wouldn't let me put the A in there, like I didn't have enough room to put all the letters in. Virginia. Okay, I think we get the point of this mode. We're going to back out. Now we're going to do capitals. This is the one I really don't know. I really don't know. I guess, Birmingham? Mobile? Wait a minute. Alabama. Montgomery. Okay. Okay. Indiana. Indianapolis. I mean, the whole Southeast is nothing but stepsisters, so, I mean, pick a state and yes. Delaware? Montpelier. Alabama. Oh no, this is Mississippi, so it's Jackson. Jackson, Mississippi. Tennessee is Nashville. Ugh. 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 It's not Baton Rouge. Is it Baton Rouge? Huh. Okay. Run my hands over the keyboard. Yeah, I mean, that's what it feels like. Colorado, is it Boulder? Dover? Denver? Oh, I didn't realize Denver was the capital. Okay. Pick the biggest city. You'll get it right eventually. Okay, well, this is the extent of the learning we're going to do today. My character and key efficiency is 68%. Okay, well, we have completed playing this game. For ease of use, this program is not copy protected. However, it is a commercial product and should not be placed on bulletin boards and other public domain areas. Yes, let's trust humans to do the right thing, because that never goes badly. We completed the USA, which was like maybe 10 states in each section. There's 50 of them, but we only care about 10. Yes. So we're going to move into acrostics. Oh boy. What is acrostics? It's a puzzle game. The player is presented with a short phrase, statement, or question, which is a clue to a phrase saying, okay, what is this? Like Wheel of Fortune? Okay, well, let's see how this goes. Ooh, wrong one. Beep. There we go. There may only be 50 states, but we only intelligent educational software. Okay. Prodigy ID, CompuServe. Oh my gosh. Those are some old school ISPs, man. It's like AOL. Okay, there's no sound, so don't worry about it. Okay, so let's read the instructions real quick. How do we play acrostics? In acrostics, a quotation is represented by spaces with separators between the words. The letters needed to reconstruct the quote are listed below the blanks and in the same column. Letters can only move upwards or downwards. They cannot move sideways. The purpose is to choose letters from the lower columns to fill the blanks above until the quotation has been reconstructed. Where a separator appears in a quotation, there will be an extra letter in the lower column. When the quotation is completed, the extra letters will spell out a word or phrase. To play, select play acrostics for... Okay, I don't need to know that. I'm not that stupid. Okay. Okay. Let's play acrostics. Choose the acrostics files. Well, that's the only one I got. Contains a 20. Okay. I don't know anything about Will Rogers. What year is this from? 93? Okay. Frank Sinatra, Dispel Some Rumors. I might be able to get a Frank Sinatra song. Let's do that. So there's a cheat option. Nice. If I'm guessing that's an if. Look, this trivia is probably not even 93. The person who probably built this was probably born in like the 50s or 60s. You know, so they're doing trivia from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and I'm aged finely, but not that well aged. Apostrophe? Wait a minute here. This is a long friggin' phrase. I mean, we can use the cheat option, or we can use the automatic. Let's use the automatic option and see what it does. Okay. Putting an A there. Okay, so I was right. If I... Wait, what? There was no I in that third column. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Okay, I was getting my columns mixed up. If I had... What Sinatra song are we getting into here? There's no I in team. There's no crying in baseball. What's wrong with you? There's no I in team. If I had done lab jar at what? Lab jar at? What is that? What sense does that even make? If I had done everything... What? Okay, if I had done everything, I am credited with... What? I'm credited with I would be... What? Are these like... Hold on a second. You're right. I'm going to do internet time. Let's see here. Let's see. Sinatra. If I had done everything, I'm credited. It's an actual Frank Sinatra quote. Okay, so my timing on reading this is incorrect because of the way this is set up. If I had done everything I'm credited with, I'd be speaking to you from a laboratory jar at Harvard. So they couldn't spell out the full word laboratory. I mean, I don't see, well, I guess they couldn't. They probably didn't have enough letters. But what does this quote mean? If I had done everything I'm credited with, I'd be speaking to you from a laboratory jar at Harvard. I guess that means if, for all the things that he had been reported to do or have said or have done, that means he would be incredibly intelligent and people at Harvard would want to look at his brain? Maybe? Okay, well. We get the gist. Okay. Sure. United States, Canada, Mexico. Oh wait, no, that's countries of the world. I don't know the US song as well for Animaniacs. I know the countries of the world song way better. Okay, well, moving on. We're gonna do a soccer simulator, which is the. There was a manual for acrostics, but I'm sure it's pretty minimal at 2K. This document is trying to put Acrobat in full screen. Yeah, go ahead and put it in full screen. That's fine. How do I play this game? Is there any controls? Okay, there's not really any controls. Awesome. Let's install the game. Yes. I mean, Frank Sinatra was an interesting cat. Not always the nicest man in the world. So, I mean, he's reported to have been quite the jerk. But again, since I didn't know him personally, I never met the man. Yo, man, he's an interesting cat. You don't like my turn of phrase, buddy? Come on now. I like to use snazzy and like old words like that, and interesting cat, and buggered up, and come on, man. Why you gotta make fun of my speech patterns? Whoa. Whoa. All right, let's come back over here. We're gonna start this here. All right, and then we're gonna play. Oh, hi. That's more than the usual MIDI. Why is the waiter carrying a soccer ball? Okay. Let's go into an exhibition match. Let's take a look at the options. Weather conditions, commentary, replay, halftime volume. That's fine. Difficulty? Yeah, we want... What is this art? Look at this guy. Is he like an alien? This is totally an alien, my man. He's got a curtain in front of the goal like he's doing a show. All right, let's get started. Do I want to be England, Portugal, Switzerland? Every country has a clone of the same man. It's all the same people playing the soccer. Why do I need a tackle skill? Is this a rugby game and not a soccer game? I thought this was soccer. Why would I need a tackle skill in soccer? I'm so confused right now. Bulgari? It's not Bulgaria, it's Bulgari. Are they limited with the number of letters that they can put in here? No, apparently not. They can put in Netherlands, but they can only put Bulgari. I didn't know you could tackle in soccer. I guess that's just how much I watch soccer and know about it. Romania, Italia, Turkey, the Czech Republic. I want somebody with a lot of speed. Okay, yeah, we'll go with Germany. And player 2 is gonna be Italia. I don't know anything about formations. So I guess we'll start with the same formations together. Strategy is, I guess we're both on attack, so let's get started. This is an Ubisoft game? Oh my gosh.
Sun like this, we're in for a scorching match, Rod.
Yes, hello and welcome all you football fans. I think there's going to be some very damp shirts today, Jonathan.
Damn. Okay, how do I kick? Yeah, the commentary is great, man. It's not nearly as good as it was with that that 3-point shooter game that we had. Oh, though that was amazing. Okay, come on. How do I shoot? How do I shoot? What the? Okay, so I can move. I can. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, well, how do I? Are you gonna throw? There we go. I got it. Okay, so how do I pass the ball? Okay, so I can let go of the ball. Oh, I like how, okay, player 2 is just kind of dead because it's actually expecting 2 people. Okay, so this should give me time to learn how to kick. Can I kick? How do I kick the ball? I don't know how to kick the ball. Oh, I know how to slide now. Whee! 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 Get away! Get away from my goal! Okay. So G and B. Okay, GB is directional. Okay. N shortens it. V lengthens it. Okay. It's kind of an interesting choice. So how do I toss said ball back? Okay, it was Q. Okay, so is kick also Q? Okay, I guess not. Let's see. I just want to kick the ball. I'm terrible at the soccer. Oh. Come back here. Give me that. That's mine. Okay. Is there like no kick button? Hey, you stay away from my ball. No. Mine. Okay, there's not like an actual kick button here. Okay, I mean, there must be. Come here, I'm stealing that from you. Give me that. Okay, because I need to learn how to kick. Is there holding in soccer? I mean, using your hands generally is frowned upon in soccer. You're definitely gonna get, you know, carded for that. Not in a good way. You're just gonna slide at the ball? Okay, that's fine. Where is the kick option? Okay, so I've got slide. Is there like, okay, so, okay. I swear to God, there's no kick option in here. That's really bizarre. How is there no kick option? Oh, I just got knocked over. Okay, I have literally pressed every key on this keyboard and I cannot kick or pass this ball to somebody else. I have no idea. I mean, if I pass, is everybody number 3? Are you number 3? Okay. Yeah, I literally cannot kick this ball and I have no idea how. The mouse is not a function here, so we are out of luck on this one. Shoo, go away. You cannot have my goal. This is mine. Okay. Well, what the heck did I just do? Aha! Why did that not work before? No, okay, so that's the passing key. What is what is that? Oh, that is amazing. Okay, well, I think we've seen enough of this, right? Yeah? Okay, well, we're good. We'll just stop here. All right, well, that was fun. Let's go back, and we're going to take a look at Action Fighter from 1988, a top-down vertically scrolling shooter. Yeah, next game. I don't want to clap too hard because that might suck. Does Action Fighter? Yes, Action Fighter has a manual. Look at that. Bam. Oh man, look at that car, man. It's got like missiles on the top. Firebird. Action 52. Now that's an NES game. Oh wow. That's a weird looking motorcycle. It could be a jet car. That looks like an actual jet, not a jet car. Or I can be the car. Okay, it's just a 2-page manual, guys. Let's zoom in on this a little bit. Oh, here we go. Z, X, O, and K. Wow. What are these controls, man? Transform car to blue bike to... Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, let's, yeah. Let's see what happens. I'm glad to be getting into some of the more bizarre and silly games, because those are always the most enjoyable. Boop. 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 Action Fighter. Dun. Oh, it's a Sega game, guys. Oh, hey. There's completely different controls on screen than what was in the manual. Okay. Give me those controls again. Spacebar. Okay. T is cycle car. Okay. First mission. Destroy enemy U-boats. What? What? Oh, I just got run over, man. Die. Am I... Oh, what am I doing? Am I playing Spy Hunter now? Wow. What is... Oh, I just blew up the... should I not be blowing up the ambulances? Whoopsie. Oh, I've got an extra missile now. Oh, hey, I can blow up helicopters. Sweet. Whoa. Okay, that was a jump. I mean, I guess I'm doing it right. What is this? I got shooties behind me now too. I mean, I must be doing something right. I mean, I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm blowing everything up. I'm blowing everything up in my effort to rescue the president. No cost is too great. And oh, apparently, oh, and it reset all my. No cost is too great. I must rescue or destroy the president. One of the two. Why am I collecting letters? I don't know. Oh. Okay. Does that mean I can switch cars when I collect the letters? Hey, now I can blow up helicopters again. Awesome. Go away. Oh, just push me off the road, you jerks. No, no, I refuse to die. Oh, I missed the ramp. I've run out of lives. Oh, there I am. Oh, pfft, I missed the Sega truck. Dadgummit. Where is the president? What am I catching up to here? Is this the extent of my game? Is this all I get? I've collected all the letters. What do? Maybe I am the president. I was the president all along. Join me, Jack, and together we can rule the world with cars that transform. Okay, I think we get the gist of that one. I don't think I need to play any more of that. I think we get the idea. No high score? No high score? Okay, well. Yeah, you like that? I wasn't just making crap up. Okay, action fight. Oh, okay. We got a fighting game. Do we have a? Let's see here. Do we have a manual? Action Fighter. Okay, it's another game called Action Fighter. Just Action Stations. Okay, no, that's something different. That's a simulation game. Okay, so there's no manual for this one. So we're gonna go into a fighting machine. Nanomachines, son. I should actually really play that game someday. I think that'd be great. I've never actually played Revengeance, so maybe I should. I think that'd be an incredibly silly thing to play as a break. What is this? What are you hiding? What are you doing? Why is my mouse not working? It's got a mouse cursor, but there's no... This is not what I signed up for. What did I don't even know what I just did. Master, you have died. Who has killed you? Please, go out and take revenge for me. You need to get... Oh no! Johnny, help me! They've kidnapped me! They've killed your master! We must go out and save the world! Help me! Hiya! I will now garb myself. What is... Look at that face! Oh my god! Are these the bad guys? You got the samurai, the retarded Wolverine, Anubis, and Cyberpunk 2077 over here. Oh my gosh. And then the mystery man in the background. It's nothing but dark eyes. Okay, let's move this over to full screen. Okay, this is me powering up now. That was a hell of an intro. It's such a ripoff of Street Fighter. Oh my gosh. Okay, what am I doing here? Okay, there's my kick. There's a punch. Okay. Hey, I'm kicking you. Stop. Ugh. Oh, that's a woman. Should I be punching women? I don't know if that's cool. Can I jump? So it's like Final Fight, only like Chinese. I always forget how the proper pronunciation is. Is it Anubis or Anubis? You know? I didn't say Anubis. It's just Anubis, which is like a really shortened version of how you pronounce the name, or is it Anubis? Can I do anything other than kick and punch? Can I do both at the same time? Oh, hey. Okay, oh, wait. X is jump. So control is kick. Alt is punch. Z, X, C. Z and X are jump. I'm so confused. Oh, did the music just run out? Did I run out of sound effects? Do I have to insert another coin to get more sound effects? What happened here? Are you hitting me with a bow? This isn't Dark Souls where I'm doing a bow only run. How was I punching the guy in the back but not in the front when they were on the same plane? Oh, ow. Oh, crap. Ow. Ooh, ooh. Okay, so I can't jump and kick at the same time like they can. That's kind of lame. I'm gonna run out of health before I even reach a boss. It's like I can't stat. Why do you have a bow? Bows are cheap, dude. Come on, come here. This lady's gonna beat me up. Oh, ma'am, I don't appreciate your. Do I get any health power-ups here? What's going on? So I have to like keep changing planes, go up and down in order not to get oh, never mind. I just got punched. Oh. It's like damage is unavoidable in this game. It's really weird. I'm like in some Shaolin temple. Is this where my master's killer is? Is this where my girlfriend is? Is this where both are? I mean, what do we got going on here? Ow! Jerk! Get out of here! How are you able to punch me and just... Is there like no stagger in this game? I would love it if I could like... Stop shooting me! You jerk! Oh my gosh! Yeah, there's like no sound. Wow. Oh! I hit S and turned the sound. Oh my... Okay. Well, this is pretty jamming at least, you know. Ow! Come here, jerk. Look, I kicked your butt already. Get out of here. No arrow. Arrow bad. I'm sitting here punching you in the face. How are you even shooting arrows at me while I'm punching you in the face? I don't get it. It's like I gotta do a couple hits, get in, get out. I guess the music is pretty good, I guess. Hey, lady! Nice lady! I can't let them get anywhere near me. As soon as I get them, they get close enough, they'll punch me. There's like no combos, no throws. Ow! Look! The only way I'm gonna kill you is if I get close to you. Stay down. Ma'am, you're gonna have to go take a nap. You are causing a ruckus in my store. This is what wished I could do if I was a store manager of a retail chain. Oh, you are approaching me? While you were out chasing women, I was in here studying the bow so I could shoot people in the butt. What are you, were you moonwalking at me? Ow. Got some legs on you, lady. So tired of the bowmen. How come they can jump kick, but I can't? You know, if I go boink. Oh. Man, that is such a short period of time to do that in. That window is so short. Is there like any bosses in this game or what? Or am I just fighting random jerk bags? No. Stop. Stop. I mean... Update to Windows Pro. I need to upgrade to Windows Professional Edition. Oh, it's a boss. Man, I'm good. Just stay away from him. Run away. Oh, pff, ow. Oh, he can dash at me too. Ow. Oh, ow. Hey, how is this even a fair fight? Oh. And then he can teleport. Oh. Look, the ads, the extra dudes are not necessary. I am not gonna win this fight. Oh my gosh. Nope, you are not slashing me, buddy. Turn around, jerky. I was behind you and that sword still hit me? Wow. Can't I teleport? Whoa. Oh, he's just doing that like crazy now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think we've had enough of that. I think we get the idea. Yes, we want to exit to DOS. Thank you. That was special. Okay. Well, now we get into another simulation game. Let's see. Yes, yes. Windowed. No. Play. Whew. Okay, well, that was an experience. All right, now we have action in the North Atlantic. Okay. What is the code word? I am the code word. Ooh. We're at the Pizza Hut. We're at the Taco Bell. We're at the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. Okay, we're gonna do quiet game here. Okay, can we finish the The anthem, thank you. No, I don't care about which ships I'm fighting against. Okay. Whew. By the way, Quarter, we did encounter a carrier yesterday named Illustrious. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Orders, sir. No orders at this time. I give the thing no orders and it just dies on me. I have no orders, so we're just going to not play the game anymore. You would be surprised with the things that I remember, sir. Okay, well, apparently it does not want me to play the game, so we're just not going to play that game. And there's the soccer game again. It's just a different version of the soccer game, so we're not going to play that. Instead, we're going to play Action Stations. Achtung. Oh man, there's a separate file in here for each ship? Holy crap. Okay. The code sheet listed under extras is required. Well, happily for us, this has been cracked. Haha. Man, look at these old CGA graphics, pink and blue. Please wait, loading. Well, I'm kind of running a multi-core system that's on like bajillions of gigahertz compared to what we're used to playing. Why is this taking so long to load? Poop. Oh, this one's not cracked? Okay, does Action Stations have a manual? Action Stations has a manual. Perfect. Okay, let's bring this over here. We are looking for paragraph 5, page 15. Okay, so page 12, 13, 14, 15, paragraph 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cents? I think that's a paragraph. Apparently I failed too many times. You have failed me for the last time. Apparently typing in poop is not an acceptable term. Okay, well, we're just gonna try this one more time. See if we can't actually, you know... Insert fleet disk and press any key. Well, okay. Page 51, my gosh. Page 51, paragraph 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The first word is there. Hey, I did it. All right. I get to select a scenario file. Let's see here. What do I want to select from? I have no idea what any of these are. Let's go with the Java C. Initializing game files. Please wait. Randomize ship positions? Sure, we're going to go roguelite. I want to be Blue Force or Red Force. Let's go with Blue Force. Randomize starting position? Sure. Randomize starting location? Bias north. North? Okay. 4, 2, 3, 1, 0. Okay. Randomize formation. Yes. Computer opponent is red. Do you wish to change your computer skill level? Yes, I want absolute retard. -3, please. Awesome. That's Stick of Truth, man. It's been a while since I played that game. Why is this taking so long to calculate? You would think this would be nearly instant on the hardware that I have. I got bored of Stick of Truth, oddly enough. I know it's a game that you really love, but I got bored of Stick of Truth like near the end. I got like to like one of the like very last dungeon, and then after that I was just like, eh. It just got really samey. Oh my gosh. I have no idea what I'm doing. What are you drawing on the screen? Reticulating splines. It's like it's drawing the same thing over and over. Okay. Wow, this thing is really slow. I guess it was stuck on a loop, or it was or had to calculate multiple times. I don't know. Let's try movement. Okay, that's fine. Automatic. Open fire, please. Detail reports available. Ship statuses. Okay. Course 270. Starboard. Turn sequentially. I don't know what I'm doing. Help, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope. Next turn. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm supposed to be controlling multiple ships and telling them what to do, and I have no way of really doing that. And I'm not very good at this. So. Wow, this thing takes forever to calculate. I don't think we're going to be playing this one for very long, so. Holy poop nuggets. How are you still calculating? What is wrong with your programming that it takes you this long to calculate what is going on between this many ships? Yeah, well, before we get into the next game, I'm going to take a quick break. Yeah, there we go. Plotting courses and ships and stuff again. She's stuck in a loop, sir. I don't know how to get her out. Okay, well. You're still not done. Okay. Drawing. Okay, are we finally done? Do you wish to see a detailed report? No, I don't want to see a detailed report. I think we're good. Okay, well. I spent 7 minutes with that and did absolutely nothing of use. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a quick break and go use the restroom, get some water, whatnot, and I will be back in just a minute. So please be patient. Thank you. I fell in. I got wet. I apologize. I didn't mean to. I had to change clothes. I was completely soaked in my own piss. I mean, hi. Okay. I learned it all from you, okay? Learned it all from you. All right, with that, with all that done, we're gonna get into Action Supercross, which looks like an Excite Bike ripoff. Oh, you like that tune? That tune was from Alien Carnage. Alien Carnage was a side-scrolling shooter game from the early 90s. It's pretty cool. You might want to look it up. Yeah. We'll come back to it. Don't worry, Foss. Don't worry. We'll come back to it. We'll get you some more hot box DOS tunes. Let's see here. Does Action Supercross? Yes, Action Supercross has a manual, but it's all in text. How to install, how to play. Up, right, left. Okay, that's cool. Space turns the bike around so you can go in the opposite direction. Okay. Seems simple enough. Yes. That's a lot of files. All right, boop. 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 I'm telling you, man, I need to get like an Elgato, like a box. Alien Carnage, yes, is in here. It is definitely in here. It'll be a little ways down, I would think, because we're in the early A's, and of course AL's a little ways down, but hey, we'll get there. We will eventually get to Alien Carnage. All right, let's look at a demo of the game and see how it goes. Oh my god. Your driving instructor fell into the toilet during class time. Wow. This isn't a very fast Excite Bike. It very much is like a Flash game. You're not wrong. Whoa, oh, oh. How did he make that? How did he have enough momentum to get over that? It looked like he was just hanging in midair. Okay, we're gonna have to do this way faster. We are definitely gonna have to figure out how to do this way. Apples, okay, but there's like no score system. Oh. Oh, he's getting some speed. Whoa. Okay, something tells me that this is going to be much harder to control than I think it is. Just think one day that could be UQ. That could be totally you, where you just fall into the toilet, you know. Okay, after you've eaten all the foods, touch the flower. Okay, that sounds like some drug-addled logic. Use your 4 arrow keys and the spacebar. Go forth. Oh, okay. Okay, so the first level is just touch the I touched the flower with my head. You failed to finish. Okay, I guess touching the flower with my head does not count. Any smack to the head is no bueno. Okay. Oh wow, this is sloppy as heck, man. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it is very much like a Flash game where you have to use like left and right to keep your balance. Okay. Oh, and ooh, wow, this is not motocross. This is like This is like Excite Bike from a different dimension where the physics don't really make sense. I have to waggle my hands. Oh. Okay. This is so bizarre. Whoop. Nope, nope. Oh, I hit my head. There we go. I have to wiggle my whole body to get the momentum that I need. Okay. Oh, I still haven't been eating all the food. Clonk. So I have to find an opening to get down to the fruit without killing myself in the process. Can I do that here? Nope. Okay. I'm an amnesiac. I'm learning how to drive a motocross motorcycle across an environment that has some oh. Forward. Oh, it's got rear wheel drive, so if you lose traction with that rear wheel, you are just boned. Ooh. Okay, so I don't want to hit the flower yet. Okay, I guess it doesn't count if I hit the flower early. Okay, there's the apple. Now we flip around. Okay, I think we're good. I think we get the gist. I mean, it's from 97. I think Flash was around back in 97. Let's see when Adobe Flash started. Let's get on the internet. Elder Scrolls Arena is likely in the list. Yes, I would think so. Give me just a second here. Let's close this out. And yeah, but Elder Scrolls is going to be way long time from now. So let's see here. I can scroll down and Afterburner. Oh my gosh. IJKL Alf. Where is it? Alien Carnage. Here we go. Here's the game we were talking about, Foss. Couple more streams and we'll be there. Maybe 3, 2 or 3. We'll get there. Where did we leave off at? Some of these play previews and I don't have that. Oh yeah, Alien Carnage was very good for its time, so yes. Okay, but we need to get into Action Worm. Okay, but first, let's see. Elder Scrolls. So we've got Elder Scrolls Redguard, we've got Elder Scrolls Battlespire, Daggerfall, and Arena. And yes, essentially what we are going to be playing is Snake. So I don't think we're going to be spending a whole lot of time with that one. But, you know. Does Action Worm have... Action Worm does not have a manual. Okay. Yes, we would like to install Action Worm. And we're going to go ahead and play that bad boy. Roll that beautiful bean footage. All right, let's see here. Look, not everybody knows how to play Snake, and Snake's been around for a long time. Whoa, did I just go through myself? Oh, these controls are so weird. Okay, wait a minute. Left, right, right, right. Oh, that is going to be so weird. Okay. Oh, and now it's speeding up. Oh, God. I can go through myself to an extent? What? I thought I would crash into myself. And now I have game over? Avoid hitting yourself and any red... Oh, so I have to avoid the red squares are not the ones that I eat. I have to avoid the red squares, but I can apparently still go through myself? I thought you said Snake doesn't need a manual. Why are you lying to me, Q? Why you do this? Well, I only pushed the button once. Why are you... Okay. Snake? Snake! Okay, so it automatic... Oh, okay. So if I go towards the wall, it automatically makes a U-turn for me. Oh, that is bizarre. And then I just hit a red square, but I'm still going. These rules are so inconsistent. This is Action Worm. This is its own beast. It makes no sense. We're done. This isn't the Snake that I know and love. Apparently you can't hit 2, even though the description says, you know, 1. Okay, Actua Soccer and Actua Soccer Club Edition. I'm assuming these are the same game, so we're only going to play Club Edition, because that sounds like the better version. So, Actua Soccer. Look at the speed in that. Yeah, on that ball. Controls. Okay, so I'll have to be in-game to look at the controls. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and install this bad boy. You don't want to see it. It's okay. It's fine. Trust me. There was nothing. I'm a professional at this. Trust me. I did that on purpose so you didn't have to look at the ugly manual. But you know, since you're actually here, I'll show you the ugly manual because you know I'm a professional. There we go. How's that? Look at that. Gremlin Interactive. Other than that, the manual, there's nothing really fancy to it. It's just the cover art that's really cool. No. Your dream has been fulfilled. Well, I'm glad I could meet your needs, Foss. I am here to please in just about any way I can. Loading, loading, loading. $1997. Wow. Go 1 player, 2 players, 3 players, 4 players. How many players can I have? Oh my gosh. Wow, how does that work? Is there like modem play with this thing or something? Jeez. I don't think it's turn-based soccer. Okay, that's some good music. That's some CD quality music right there. Like some classic late 90s techno. Get that energy up, baby. That's pretty good. I like that. Who's your favorite soccer team, Foss? I don't know anything. Do we want to pick Arsenal? Because we've got Aston Villa, Blackburn, Chelsea, Coventry, Derby, Everton, Leeds, Leicester, Liverpool, Manchester, Middlesbrough. I've never even heard of Middlesbrough. Newcastle, Nottingham, Sheffield, Southampton, Sunderland, Tottenham, West Ham, and Wimbledon. I need to know who was the best late 90s soccer game. Oh, well, crap. What kind of Englishman are you who doesn't watch soccer? Okay, well, Arsenal it is then. Since it's the first in the list. Oh my gosh. I don't know what any of this means. I don't know what I'm doing. How do I even play? There was no options menu. Oh, is this just like... Am I not playing? Is it just doing the plays for me? Keyboard. Okay, yeah, player 1 keyboard. Oh, I can have 2 keyboards hooked up to play this. Oh, wow. Okay.
Welcome to today's important match between Blackburn Rovers and Arsenal.
Do I control this? What's going on here?
Wilcox,
Oh, it's all automated?
Sherwood.
Oh, okay, so I don't even have to... Oh, this is good. This is a soccer simulator where you play as just like the coach. You're not actually playing the games. Okay, that's kind of cool. That saves me a lot of trouble.
Tony Adams.
Soccer Simulator 2000.
The crowd not exactly warming to this contest, and I'm not surprised. Really nice touch. Sherwood. He couldn't hold it. Well, that may prove costly. Let's see what they can conjure up from this.
But I'm not touching anything. Oh no! But see, if I was the one with the circle, I would be. He's moving on his own.
Sherwood. What a difference when players want the ball. Wilcox! And it's not being held. Wilcox.
It's automatically, it's really disconcerting when it switches characters on you. Hey, look, number 1, Seaman. Top right. Seaman is number 1.
Sherwood.
Is this like...
Wilcox! And it's there! Placed it quite superbly.
Is this like,
And there's the breakthrough. 1-0.
I'm just gonna let the AI do everything. It's more interesting that way.
Marshall.
Am I going the right way?
Flitcroft. Kinley.
Okay. I don't even know where my own goal
Keeping
is. I
possession
don't know which
well.
side I'm on. I don't know what I'm going. I've never played FIFA. I never played sports games growing up.
Look at the bend on
Boy,
that.
Wilcox
What a
is just the
wonderful
star of the
goal.
show for Blackburn. Look at the ads on that stadium, man. We can't even tell what's going on.
Lead now, 2-0. Shaw. Sherwood. There it is. Wilcox! Stopped it. Wilcox.
Oh, I've been tripped.
Wilcox! Back out from the keeper.
Man, Wilcox.
Oh, good hand. And the lead at half-time, 2-0.
Yeah, this isn't even one of those adult games. Heck, man. Can't play those on stream. But they're mostly sliding tile puzzle porn games anyway. Real annoying.
Sherwood.
Okay, so we've switched sides. That's good. No, I'm keeping the ball. It's mine.
Another challenge like that.
Oh, Wilcox. Mr. Star of the show. Okay, what do I hit? What do I do?
And the ball
it's
is over
out.
the sideline for a throw.
Gimme, 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 gimme.
Right. What a difference when players want the ball.
What are you trying to say, dude? Am I going the right way? Am I on the right side? I don't know if I'm on the right side.
Somehow the defender got himself on the wrong side.
Oh, okay. I know what I'm doing. I know how to play this game. I promise.
Really nice touch.
Nice touch for what? What did I do? Okay, how do I kick? How do I do anything?
Wilcox!
Oh, they're kissing over there. Look at that. I'm just kind of like running out of time here. Yeah. Okay, so it's keypad 0.
Right.
Come on.
Right!
No!
Oh dear, what a waste. What he thinks about it. I apologise on his behalf to those of you who have the ability to lip read.
What? What? What is this commentary?
What a difference when players want the ball. Beckham!
Well, at least the match is almost over and then we can move on to another game. Because, holy crap.
Flat!
Oh, he
positioning
caught
there
it.
for the goalkeeper.
You joints. Give it to me, baby.
Flitcroft. Kinley. There it is. Intelligent play. Ball being made to do the work.
I don't really have much else to say about this. It's just the commentary is just kind of half-assed, and I'm terrible at soccer, and there's a lot of innuendo here.
Really not long left in the match.
Don't call them grills, it's rude, Q.
Sherwood. What a difference when players want the ball. Wilcox. The final margin, 2-0.
All right, game over, man. Game over. All right, I failed. This is good. I have no idea what I'm doing. All right. I'm sure there's a way to take advantage of the computer AI and do some stuff, but, you know, hey. That's the base idea of the game. I hate that mouse cursor, man. Holy crap. Yes, I want to abort this league competition. Exit the game. Yes, please. All right. Okay, well, now we're going to play Adverbum from 2000, a text adventure. Okay. I don't think Adverbum has, does not have a manual. So, here we go. With a cantankerous wizard of wordplay evicted from his mansion, the worthless plot can now be redeveloped. The city regulations declare, however, that the ripped down job can't proceed until all items have been removed. Okay, I don't know what all that means. That's what the demolition contractor explains to you anyway, as you stand eagerly on the Adventurer's Day labor corner. Adventurers have a labor corner? What? Once he learns of your penchant for puzzle solving and your kleptomaniacal tendencies, I don't have I don't want to steal stuff. I promise. I promise. He hires you for the job. You hop into the bed of his truck, type a few Z's, and arrive at the site. Oh man, the fourth dimensional drops here are just kind of crazy. I'm in the foyer. This is the mansion's space. Uh-oh, it's Resident Evil. We're in a mansion. Zombies, watch out. This is the mansion's spacious ground floor antechamber. The wallpaper is peeling and bits of plaster have fallen from the ceiling here and there. There is a stairway, stable enough to ascend. The big area to the west must have been a separate room, but the demolition crew seems to have already taken out a wall. A living room is east, and on the south side is the front door. A dumpster has been dumped here. The contractor clears his throat and points at the big dumpster. Forget the fixtures, but pick up everything that's not bolted down, including the stuff out back. Then drop all the debris, treasures, right here. He scrawls something on the dumpster with the marker, good luck. No, he scrawls something on the dumpster with a marker, good luck. The contractor hurries out the front door, which slams closed, leaving you alone. You spot a door to the north, leading out back. It's shut, quite tight. So I'm a demolition contractor who is having some level of psychosis where I think I'm in a video game as an adventurer looking for treasures, but this whole premise has just confused me. I mean, if we could find a game with a twist like 905, that would be amazing. 905 was just freaking great. Okay, well, let's go west. Okay, let's go east. This huge, bare living room occupies about half the mansion's ground floor. Your object-sensitive eyes notice verbosifier. Huh? Huh? What? What is a verbosifier? The device is about the size of a Walkman with a long antenna extending from it and a rectangular button labeled verbosify. What? Okay. This is all so confusing. North. The difficult door seems to be stuck closed. I mean, why does it need 3 difficults? The southern door leads out of the house. It is immediately recognizable as one of those doors through which one can pass only upon completing the game. Well, how fourth wall breaking of you? Okay. Stairs. Use stairs. Take stairs. Can I put them all in my pocket? That's good. A bearded figure wanders in, oblivious to you, and seems somewhat uncertain where he's going. His loose clothing billows as he steps about. Walk east, he mutters. He stops short after a few steps. Walk not east, he exclaims, and starts going in the opposite direction. He stops again, wanders around a bit, and finally leaves. And by the time you've recovered from shock, you realize he has completely disappeared. But how do I walk not east? Not east? Okay, so can I go up? Okay, here we go. The lobby of the mansion's initial floor, the one above the ground floor, is an ordinary and fairly well-maintained room. There are some things scrawled on the ground here in the contractor's handwriting. I object is written to the north, while toward the other 3 exits on the floor, 2 is scrawled. The stairway that runs down to the foyer turns and continues up to the next floor. The constrained passages to the north, east, west, and south look as if they might spell trouble, or perhaps it simply spells news. None of this makes any sense. I don't understand the developer's thought process in this text adventure. It's really bizarre. This is really bizarre. You're never going to go through the constrained carrying a... Okay, so I have to continue up then. I don't want to drop my verbosifier. The antepenultimate lobby. That's a mouthful. This lobby, allowing access to the rooms of the next to top floor, is in good shape. It is very similar to the lobby below, although the ceiling may be a bit lower. Here, there are only 3 passages. 2 of them, to the north and the east, are normal passages, but one to the south is oddly constrained. It has only an ominous sign above it. The main stairway leads down, while another staircase, straight and narrow, allows passage up to the next floor. Okay, well, let's go north. I am in a bedroom. Even the light fixture has been removed from the squarish bedroom, which is in much better repair than most of the rest of the house. It seems to have been freshly painted in puce. An exit to the south. A pig sits here calmly. He is quiet and oddly attired. What? Excuse me? What? Eat hog. Talk to pig? If you're trying to talk to someone or something, try typing a statement in the form of Cthulhu, hello. Pig. Why would I want to speak to Cthulhu like that? Pig, hello. That's not a verb. Okay, pig, hello. The pig glances at you as you speak, but quickly looks away, as if not understanding your language. Why do all text adventures have pigs in I don't know. I don't know if this is like a running gag that I'm not familiar with. Is this some sort of meme I don't know? It's just... examine pig. The pig seems extremely well behaved, even a bit stately. He is wearing a distinctive toga. What? Why is the pig wearing a toga? What is going on here? Pig, oink. Oi, pig! Oi! I just... I am so confused by this. I just... Touch pig? Okay, well, hey, I can pet the pig, so that's nice. Can I take the pig? Take pig. The pig saunters to your side to avoid your indelicate approach. Okay, it does not want me to pick the pig up. Eat pig. Okay, well, I guess we can't do anything with the pig, so we're gonna go back south. Then we're gonna go east. Library. Built-in shelves, now bare, line this room. All are of pitted wood, fixed in place, with subtle grain running horizontally. The bare shelves still sag a bit, a reminder that they long bore a heavy load of books. There seems to be a few things left on the shelves. Your object-sensitive eyes notice a copybook, an abecedarian book, dust casing, and wee writ. I don't know if I'm liking this one because of the way it's written and how it's being presented, it is really bizarre. Look, copybook. The little notebook has something originally published by Town Glow Books copied in it. The title is Footwords to Howl for Solomon. The author is Onan Gonsberg. Okay, take copybook. A mysterious force holds the book to the built-in shelves. Rules must be observed in the library, says a full, sonorous voice, clearly attempting to sound hollow. Okay, look, book. This book is tiny with a total of 32 pages. It's entitled ABC. The author is Rupert Pinksy. It seems to have been published by a different 3 letters of the alphabet, FSG. Okay, look, casing. The dust jacket's most obvious feature is a large lowercase e with a red no / in a circle around it. It came off the novel Avoid, which is Gilbert Adair's translation of La Disparition. The original French novel is apparently by Georges Perec and was written entirely without recourse to a certain frequently used letter. The English translation is similarly constrained. From the way the dust jacket is folded, it seems like a void, wherever that absent book may be, is a sizable volume. From the looks of the dust casing, there used to be large bug sitting upon it, which has been completely smashed. Completely. Don't even bother referring to the bug at this point. It's not there. It's gone. Yeah, I think I'm done with... I don't like the writing on this one is weird. Okay, and we've spent almost 15 minutes on this thing anyway, so I think we're good. Bleh. Bleh. Okay, so next up on our list is Adam, the New Age Warrior in Time After Time. What is this? What even is this? Okay. Does this game have a manual? No, it doesn't. It's so crappy it doesn't have a manual. So, okay. Let's give this baby a whirl. Let's see what we get. Why am I playing a child? What is going... Why is there Nazi philosophers? You can't make this crap up. You can't make this crap up. Okay, let's look at the instructions. Oh, I can't even... Oh. I can barely read that crap. I have to use the directions 1 through 9 on the keyboard for directional movement. Press the F key while moving to shoot and press the D key to bludgeon monsters to death. The joystick support... Okay, so I don't need to worry about... There's a storyline to this? Oh, I can't even read that. Adam, you have been chosen from the elite group of New Age warriors to try to stop the demented Dr. Vladimir von Technoface from realizing his dream of world domination. Our operatives have discovered that he is a genetic physicist who has been cloning bizarre mutant creation. He has found the secret of time travel and plans to use it to select the genetic samples needed to realize his wild plans. Oh, I can't read all of that. Oh my gosh. Why am I just shooting random animals? What is even going on here? You know, this child is probably as old as I am at this point, or a little bit younger. What am I even doing? Please tell me there's more than just random animals. I want to see some Nazi raptors, man. I seem to have infinite ammo, at least. Oh, it's an indoor dungeon? Okay, so I can use the 9 key to go up at an angle. Okay, so that's good. What? Does he have a mouth in his stomach? What is going on there? I am so confused. What? It's like I have no commentary for this. It just speaks for itself. I don't appear to have a health bar. Okay, I can't destroy the screens. There's just like a singular spike here. Okay, there's food. Why are there caskets here? Oh, those are treasure chests. Okay, I thought those were caskets. I was about to be very concerned. Is that a turret in the wall? Okay, Okay, Plant Man. Oh, jeez. It's a flying shark. No flying shark. Oh, I'm dead? How do I know? Where's my health? I don't even know where my health is. He was asking for it. The bush had a gun. He was asking for it. I just... I am just so lost right now. Go get this treasure again. Get the food. There's a rat. There's a rat that came out of the treasure chest, you jerk. Ow! There's a turret there. My big head is just gonna get shot by the turret. Okay, go away, shark. Eh. Is that like a pizza cutter on wheels? What? What is even going on here? Oh. Dog, go away, doggo. I can't even... How do I know if I'm near death or not? Are you stuck in the wall, bro? Oh, okay. I think we get the gist of this. I'm a little sad that I didn't get to see Nazi raptors. I feel cheated. And I don't want to play this for an hour just to see a Nazi raptor. That was a fever dream of something. Whoa. My word. Another math and logic game. Okay. Well, I guess we need something normal after that cavalcade of what the heck. Wow. That's a whole lot of... Ugh. How do you move on from that? That is a very good question. How does one decide to, I guess? There's no sound. 6. Is it gonna be mean to me if I pick the wrong... Oh, it just says oops in the top left. Okay. 1. Okay, quit. Let's see. Can we... Hard mode. Hey, I liked math back in the day. Once you started getting me into calculus and stuff like that, I didn't really enjoy theoretical math. I like the black and white math, you know, where it's got actual... Even trig made more sense than calc did, even though trig is supposed to be the bridge to calc. It's just... It's super just... I don't know. I like solid formulas, solid numbers. You know, algebra and trig are okay to me, but it's just beyond that, it's just not fun. How, I guess... Okay, well, I guess that's it. Bada bing, bada boom. This is a short one. Next up, we're going to play Traitor, which looks like a side-scrolling shooter game in CGA graphics. Does Traitor have... No. Okay. Okie dokie. Huh. I feel like I have to recover from Adam the New Age Warrior in time after time. You know, I feel like my groove has been ruined by this game. I don't know. You're right. It's like, how do you move on from that? What do you do? Holy crap. That was just so bizarre. I can't even read the options. Teclado? I guess that's keyboard? Okay, Q and A are up and down. Okay. Oh, how do I... Can I shoot? Okay, space is shoot. Okay. What is this face in my heads-up display? Why is this creepy-looking face here? Is this me in the cockpit just going up and down? You know what we should do, Q's? We should start cataloging the super bizarre. We need to, like, have, like, a bizarro meter and be like, okay. Did I run out of ammo? Okay, here we go. I think I ran out of ammo. Oh, I'm dead. What? What? What is going on? I don't... My laser's not working anymore. Help me, Obi-Wan. Okay, so Q and A, is there a move forward and back? Burp. Bramp. Can I... Is there any mouse controls here? I'm like... No, no mouse controls. It's all in Spanish. Hey, I got 150 points though. Let's take one more look at it. Oh. I feel like there's something on the right side of the screen, but I can't move forward. It's just a simple up and down. Yeah, see, there's something over there on the right side. Soroko! Why is she yelling Soroko at me? Or Socorro? I don't know what Socorro means. I guess I have to look that one up. Oh, about to be... There we go. Match my high score. Beat my high score. Yay! I think it's Spanish. I mean, if you want to jump into the Google Translate and look up Socorro for me, and... I know puntos is points. So I think this is just traditional Spanish and not like Portuguese. I don't have an energy meter. I mean, it looks like some of these would be energy meters, but... Okay. It's just really inconsistent with... I don't see an ammo counter. Eh. Alright, well, that's enough. Let's just end it all. Our spacefaring days are over. We need to retire. Alright, well. Oh, at least that seemed a lot more normal than what we came from. Okay, so now we have a ship vehicle simulator called ADS Advanced Destroyer Simulator. Advanced Destroyer Simulator. All right, let's move back to Launch Box so we can take a look at this box art. Look at that. Boom, it looks exciting. Let's see. Programmers. Ship layout. Keyboard layout. Okay, here we go. Oh, so those are Atari. I don't want Atari and Amiga. I need here we go, IBM PC controls. Okay, so F1 through F10, P, space, and the keypad. Oh, I am not going to remember any of this. I hope this game has a demo, because holy crap. I am not going to remember any of that. Oh boy. Oh boy, Rick. Oh jeez. I don't know how I'm going to handle this. IBM sound or ad-lib? Well, let's at least get some ad-lib. We definitely want VGA. We want all the full color. Ooh, flashy. Shiny. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay. Hey, demo mode. Yeah, let's do that. Doot. Bam. Let's all watch the demo of how this is supposed to be played rather than me screwing it up completely. Okay, we're launching from Malta. Or no, we're supposed to get to Malta, which is surrounded by enemy bases. Okay. Okay. You will help to maintain allied forces in the region. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. I don't have any sound either. Even though I selected sound, there's no sound here, so I don't know if it's going to have sound when... It's surprisingly smooth. It's trying to replicate water and waves and the movement of... Uh-oh. Torpedoes away. Boom! Oh, the ship's on fire. She's on fire! Oh, we're switching to cannons. We're rotating the cannon. There we go. We're going to finish the ship off. Oh, you missed. I fired and I missed again. Oh, you want me to do all the sounds myself, huh? Okay, we're moving up on a lighthouse. This is fantastic. We're switching to our land-based view. Oh, is that like a dock we have to blow up? I guess that's it. Okay, well, fantastic. Fan-frickin-tastic. I think we're good. I'm happy. Yeah. All right, we're going to go back to here. We're going to play Ads Rock. No, it's Ads Cock. Okay, it's Ads Cock. Okay, it's an action platformer. Okay. Does Ads Cock have a... No, Ads Cock does not. And I know you're loving that I'm saying this word over and over, but, you know. Oh, boy. Ah, jeez, Rick. All right, so bop. Not full screen. I don't need full screen. That's okay. Okay, what are we doing here? Oh, I accidentally selected stuff. That was my bad. Okay. Ooh, hold on a second here. Did not mean to select that. Okay, now we're gonna do that and bap. And then there we go. What is even going on? What is this music? It's the same like 5-second loop over and over. Why was the orchestra hit necessary? What? I like how he just like waddles, man. It's wonderful. Okay, yeah, this is just like... How could you honestly play this for any length of time more than like 5 minutes, maybe? And the controls are so clunky. Oh my gosh. Trying to be exacting and not get eaten is... Ah! You know, it'd be okay if the loop was like 30 seconds. If the loop was like 30 seconds or something, but it's the same 5 seconds and it ends in... And it's just like, ugh. Game over, man. Game over. All right, next we are playing Advanced Boardwalk, which is a Monopoly game. So I assume we know how to do Monopoly at this point. I don't think we need to look at the manual, but we can certainly see if there is one. Advanced to Boardwalk. All right. Is there like no artwork here? Come on. No artwork? Okay, no artwork. Well, that's disappointing. I actually am not a big fan of Monopoly. I've played it a lot, but it's like it's a game of getting lucky early on to get the right properties, then being able to build your hotels on it, and then being able to scam your friends out of other properties and forcing them to land on your properties so that you can make more money off of them and screw them over. It's like the precursor to Mario Party. You know, it was the game where you ruined friendships, you know? Look at that baby, man. That baby. That's scary. That dog looked like he's having a bad time. Number of players. Oh, I have to pick 2. Okay. Select pawn. I want to be the bicycle. And computer player. Yes, I want number 2 to be computer player. He can be the boat. Wait a minute, did I mess this up? Hold on a second. I was not reading properly. Number of players. I want 2. Select pawn. I want the bike. Is this a computer player? No. Okay. I can't even spell my full name here. Look. Rude, okay? I'm a professional streamer. I know how to do this. What is this? This is not Monopoly. What do we... Roll the dice. 6. You must select an area. Sure. Well, I selected an area. What is it? I don't know what the keys are. Does the... You must select an area. Well, this is the only area I can select from. And why is everything an invalid key? Okay, I did something. Review fortune cards that can be played. Yes? Select a hotel with one of your units to remove a play card. No. Return all units from one hotel. Play card. No. Review fortune. Okay, we're good. Review secret fortune cards. Okay. What? Apparently, Advance to Boardwalk is a separate board game from Monopoly using the same characters and IP. I'm a bicycle, not a tractor. I feel incredibly insulted. I rolled a 4W. How do I even get up there? I don't... Okay. Okay. Yes. Select hotel with one of your units, remove all others. No. Return all units from one hotel. No. No. Secret fortune cards? Sure. I'd rather play the hotel game from yesterday. I actually spent 30 minutes on that one. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Let's look this up. Advance to Boardwalk. Advance to Boardwalk. Huh. Yeah. I wonder when this was originally released. Let's see here. Huh. I'll pull this over in just a sec. I think we've seen enough. I think we're good. Endgame? Yes. No, we're good. Thank you. Thank you. I think we're good. Okay, we come over here. We're going to switch this to... Okay, so... here we go. So... Takes roughly an hour to play. Requires 2 to 4 players. I'm not going to read all of these, but... Huh. Whoa. That's a pretty high stack of hotels there, bud. That's really bizarre. Advance to Boardwalk. 1985. Spin-off of Monopoly. Huh. It's kind of weird. But whatever. Now we're going to play Advanced Civilization. I don't know if this is Civ 1 just with the advanced name in front of it or what. But we can take a look at the 40 meg manual for it. 40 megabyte. Oh boy. There's a section in here for strategy tips. Oh man. Oh dear. This is like a board game only. Oh boy. Sure, let's play this and hope it has a demo mode, because otherwise I'm gonna butcher this baby. Cleopatra has no H in it, sir. Just would like to let you know. Yes. Boop. 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 Some fairly good pictures. Lots of scarabs everywhere. The Eye of Horus. Advanced Civilization. It's very rude. It's a very rude quarter. I don't think you should make fun of people like that. I'm just trying to help you out by correcting some spelling. You ain't gotta make it personal. It's just see if I ever play games or do anything nice for you anymore. I'm just gonna block you and keep you from watching my streams and talking to me on Discord. Just rude. Okay. We have seen enough of the credits. Let's try to move into the game. Start a new game, I guess. Play by email? Holy poop. It has to have a minimum of 3 human players? Wow. That's crazy, man. Choose your nation. That's it? Those are just the countries we can be? Okay, well, I'll take Africa then. Player choose. Okay, yeah. Okay. Look, I'm gonna send you some of these games in the future. I'm gonna give you 10 minutes to figure them out, and I'm just gonna let you, squalor and squander and squeal and whatever people do when they can't figure stuff out. I find your personal jabs at me to be extremely rude, sir. 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 Sir, this is a Wendy's. Oh my gosh. It is kind of like a Civ game, like an original. Is this Civilization? I gotta look up Civilization 1 and see if it looked like this. I think I'm only familiar with like Civ 2 or Civ 3 and up. I didn't really play the games. Can I move? Okay. Sure. Boop. Can I do that? Can I do that? There we go. Okay. Hey, at least the music's kind of nice. Okay. That's fine. I have no idea what I'm doing, mate. Can I go here? There we go. Okay. Okay, well, I think we've got the gist of this game. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, well. And we're gonna quit the DOS. Alright, well. That was thoroughly enlightening. I have no idea what I was doing. I'm still kind of wrecked by Adam the New Age Warrior here. I've lost my will to live after that one. I don't know. It just ruined the whole mojo of the stream. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see here. The advanced DOS quiz. Please enter your name. I am Swordneck. Please enter your social security. Excuse me? I don't think so. Yes. Why? Brick well. Good job, Q. Good job. The DOS quiz was designed to test your knowledge of both basic and advanced DOS commands. The advanced DOS quiz goes beyond normal DOS and asks you to stretch your skills a little bit more. As with DOS quiz, ADQ will provide responses to questions when applicable, as if it was DOS 5.0, and I've tried to make ADQ accurate for all versions of DOS, though there may be some minor syntax and responsorial. Are those real words? Okay, I don't know that much about DOS. I mean, I know enough to get by. Type the command that will copy the system files from the root directory of the current drive to a floppy diskette in drive A. Copy star to A. Type the command and switch that will show you all files on the C drive, the total disk usage, as well as a report on memory usage. What the? I don't know what the switch is. What? I don't know how to do DOS commands to control a modem. Yeah, no. Dial 555-1212 .star. I don't know. Delete all files with 2 character file names in the current directory. Delete star would be all. I don't know what the wildcard characters are for 2 character file names. I don't know. $$.star. I don't know. I'm not going to go through 20 questions of this. Come on. I think we get the gist. Okay, we're good. Yep. That's enough of that. Man. We're going to move into Netwars. Advanced Netwars. Okay. Does Advanced Netwars have... Hey, DOS quiz. What kind of manual? Oh, it's a doc file. So it probably means I need like Office or Open Office or something. Bleh. Okay. 6 players can now take part in multiplayer game. I don't care. That tells me absolutely nothing about the game. Awesome. Let's go ahead and install Advanced Netwars. No. Okay. Oh. Oof. That's a nice little 3D rotating logo, I guess. Single player. Start game. Destroy alien fighters. Okay, this is looking good. Oh, man. Oh. Whoa. Stop shooting. Oh, man. I just got blasted out of some dogfights. Holy crap. Enter your initials. SRD. SRD. Hey, I came in number 1. All right. Let's try that again with less getting my butt whooped. Boy, I'm having a hard time tracking. But hey, it actually looks pretty good. Yeah, I mean, at least it's not asking for my social security. I don't know why a DOS quiz needs to have my social security number. I mean, seriously. Okay, let's see. Sound. Okay. Graphics. Can we update? No, I think we'll leave it at polygons. That's fine. Controls. Controls with mouse, I think is fine. Okay. Options. Disable separate scanner. Disable. No. Okay. Help. Help. Steer, ship, fire. Shift keys. Oh, I can accelerate and decelerate. Okay, so I was just kind of sitting in one place. Okay, that makes more sense. Caps lock. Control and shift. That's such a weird choice. Turbo thrust. Huh. Okay, well, we'll give it another shot. Oh, there's the sound. Oh, I'm farting at him. I mean, it's pretty smooth, all things considered. Oh, he rammed me. I'm having trouble making sense of the 3D layout here. Whoa, 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 guys. Where'd you go, motherfucker? Oh. He's on top of me somewhere. Man, don't ever ask me to be a dogfighting king. I will just totally bugger it up. Okay, well, that's the idea of the game. Bada bing, bada boom. I mean, if you put me in like a gun turret of a ship and ask me to shoot, yeah, but don't ask me to fly the ship. I would be terrible as a pilot. Oh boy. Advanced Strategic Command is a strategy game. Yeah, Netwars that was not too bad. Advanced Strategy Command. Is there Advanced Strategy Command here? There is no manual for Advanced Strategy Command. Okay. Yes. And then yes, windowed. No. We will record the play of Advanced Strategy Command. Memory available 58 megabytes. I think that's more than enough. Okay, that's a nice perked 3D video. Okay, Advanced Strategic Command. The tutorial will guide you through. Okay, emphasize these maps are not armed conflict, which is in the central. Okay. Okay. There are two branches in the tutorial, one for beginner to ASC and... Okay. That's fine. You have two troopers on this map. One is the BI3 expert, the other beginner. The name of the unit or building under the cursor is displayed in the marked field on the right. The goal of this level is to conquer the building called ASC Academy. The tutorial selected by the unit you choose to perform this task. To move a unit, select it with the cursor by left click on the field. Then press the move button on the right and click on the marked field. In this case, one that is part of the building left to the troops. By the way, there is a tooltip help available on most areas the user. Okay. So this is the unit we want. And we want to boop. And then we want to... Oh, so this guy is going to move and he's going to boop. Well done. You have selected the beginner tutorial. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted. As you will probably already know, ASC is a turn-based strategy game. On each map for up to 8 players with different colors. In this tutorial map, you may play the red units, Blue is an ally who has reconnaissance units to help you seeing the map. Yellow is the enemy who should be eliminated. You start with a single unit called Weasel. It has 7 movement points which are displayed on the right side. That means you can move 7 fields. Okay, right. So I'm going to select this JoJo. Okay. You don't have any movement left. End turn. Where is the end turn button? Here we are. No AI available yet. Well, that's fine. There's a building to the east. You can see it by the gray dot. In ASC, they're very different. Okay, now go conquer the building. With pleasure. Meep, 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 meep. Show loading to look into the town. You will see your Weasel as well as a heavy combat tank. The Weasel cannot move anymore, but you can move the tank out. Oop. Okay. Oop. Vehicle information. A lot of stats that I don't fully understand. Awesome. All right. Exit. All right. Don't want to recycle him. Okay, so we viewed the unit. What do you want me to do with it? I refuel it? Okay, what if can I refuel you as well? Okay, so that's information about this, yeah. Well, that's grand. Attack! Yeah. Yeah. There's a cannon with a strength of 114 and 6 shots, a machine gun. You can attack 10 times until the ammunition is depleted. Okay, well, okay, that's fine. And then we're going to attack again, and boop. Yay! Okay, well, yeah, I think we get the gist of this game. Okay. Oof. I'm not going to sit here and play. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Global exit. Oop. Yes. Thank you. All right. Advanced thinking skills. I don't know if I like where this is going. All right, so we have advanced thinking skills. It looks like, oh, it's like a series of puzzles. Is there a manual for advanced thinking skills? There is not. Okay. Well, let's install this bad boy. We'll make it the last game of the day. Actually, hold on a second. I gotta restart that. Boom. What is that? Is that like a green baboon? This software is operated using keyboard or mouse. Okay. Okay.
Choose one of the options.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna study. Which is the odd one out? Okay. I don't. Okay. In order to find the odd one out, we must remember some rules. Color in this series, the odd one out. Okay. Here, the odd one out would be the different size. Okay. In this example, all but one of the shapes have 3 lines. Okay. All the lines here except one line are in the same direction. All but one of the shapes in the square is positioned inside the triangle. Okay. Look for the following characteristics. Okay. Okay, I thought I was gonna play a game here. Oh, I see. This is the study
Choose
section.
one of the
Okay, let's
options.
actually practice then. Let's do the odd one out. Okay. Which one is the odd one out? That would be this guy. 3, 3, 3, 3 triangles, 3 circles, 3 squares, 3 triangles, 3 squares, 3 parallelograms. This guy. No? This is stacked. This is all in a triangle, in a triangle, in a triangle, in a triangle. Oh, this one doesn't have parallelograms in it. This one has triangles. Okay, there we go. Okay, this one has a dot there. These are all have dots in the corner except this one. Okay, this one has a dot out of the circle. Okay.
Good.
Good. 4, 4, 5, 8. Oh, it's the number of sides. Okay, this one's only got 3 sides. There we go. Number of dashes is equivalent to the number of sides of the shape. Okay, that one's pointing in a different direction. This one's upside down triangle, or right side up, depending on how you want to look at it. Color, they're all circle. This is parallelogram square. This one looks like it's filled in.
Good.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, that's easy enough. The 3 is not inverted. Mm, 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 mm. Curve, curve, curve. Straight, straight. This one's in the middle. What about these would make it the odd one out? It's not the straight ones. Which one is it? Why is it that one? Is it because it's on the tip and it's kind of off? I guess. Okay. I guess that kind of makes sense. No? Okay, so what? Oh, they're all kind of layered on top of each other, and this one isn't. Okay. Ring, 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 ring. They're all touching the edge of the circle except that one. Okay. Okay, I think we get the gist of this one. Let's do shapes. Select the missing shape from the 4 possible answers. It's gonna be that guy. No? Oh, okay. It's gonna be that guy. Yeah, okay. My bad. Flip, flop, flip, flop. Flip, okay, flip, add, flip, add, flip, add.
Good.
Very good. Up, up, up. It's Mike Wazowski, everybody. Hip, a hop, a hibbity hop. You don't stop. Something, something, the bang bang, baby. Triangle, square, house. Brrr. Always watching, Wazowski. Always watching. Combine the first two. Alright, there we go. Add one, add one, add one. Bam. Okay, we get the gist. Let's move on to building blocks, okay? Count the number of blocks that appear in the tower, and there are 4 possible answers. Holy crap. 3 times 4 is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 3 is 15. Minus 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then 21, 25, 26, 27. Okay. Easy enough. 16, 25, 29, 30. Are you keeping up, Q? Each exercise will be presented with 3 domino pieces. You must complete the series by choosing the correct one. Okay. 9, 7, 3. It's all pattern matching. I'm really good at this kind of stuff. What is missing? So we go from a 9 to a 7 to a 3. So it's 9 to 7 is 2. 7 to 3 is 4, so maybe we're just doing 5. I mean, it's all about how people think. Everybody's brain is a little bit different. A lot of people may not be good at the pattern matching and stuff, but you know.
Choose one of the options.
I think we get the idea of this game, so we're just going to go ahead and stop here. We'll end it for the day. And we're going to stop. Oh. Oop. Yeah. Okay. Well, with that, we come to the end of today. We took down a fair number of games today, many of which we played for a very short period of time. Let's see here. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 26 minus 1, so it's 25. We did 25 games today. Yeah, the Adam and the New Age Warrior was the highlight of the stream. I don't recommend the game. I definitely do not recommend the game at all. But it was certainly a wacky one. I am dead. Okay, well, with that, yeah, no, I'm not typing my social security number into it. Why would you ask that? Why? I guess back in the day it would record it and maybe send it out over a modem to people. I don't know. Maybe it was a good way to, do identity theft back then. I don't know. Such a weird one. But anyway, this brings us to the end of today's stream. Thank you for watching day 8 of this menagerie of wacky DOS games. We have many days ahead of us. For any of those watching in post, I appreciate you taking the time to watch the stream. As usual, since you have selected my video, even if you've only watched it in part, that means you have taken time out of your day and your media consumption to pick my video from a myriad of millions and millions of videos and other YouTubers. And so thank you for your time. And for those who came today, specifically Quarter and Foss, I appreciate your interaction and your commentary and your company. It has been very nice. I do appreciate that. And I will, of course, be uploading all this stuff over the next couple days. I'm considering a stream tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do 3 streams in 1 week. That's a lot. Yeah, eat hog. Definitely eat hog. That is the phrase that pays. I miss Foss playing, Stories Untold. It was a good stream. It was a good time. One day we're going to have him finish Observation. And then, yeah, and I need to finish Catherine one day. That game just scares me. I am so bad at that. I am so bad at that game. Oh my gosh. But anyway, thank you for coming. I hope you have a good rest of your afternoon. I will be on elsewhere on other platforms if you want to hang out. If not, I hope you have a good rest of your afternoon and evening and morning, wherever you happen to be. So see everybody later. Goodbye.